We ain't wrestling. This is big play. Listen. He's swinging for the fences. Jump.
Well, the two guys, well, the biggest puncher, I feel, at the 135 would probably be Gervonta Tank Davis.
Do you think he has enough power to sustain?
Well, it's really all about skill.
Floyd Mayweather couldn't believe what he was seeing. 1 second, he was watching Gervonta Davis move through sparring like it was a casual workout, and the next, boom, a heavyweight. Twice his size hit the canvas like a tree in slow motion. The entire gym froze.
Man, I was about to spar. Before I was about to spar Tank, he was sparring this big boy.
A heavyweight.
Heavyweight boy. And Tank hit that nigga. He hit him so hard that he was on the top of the rope just like this. And like, I thought he died. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought he died.
Floyd, usually the calmest guy in any room, had that rare expression that said, "Hold on, did that really just happen?" Could see it, that mix of pride and shock. The same look a scientist gives when his experiment explodes, but somehow works perfectly.
Tell me about the two heavyweights he knocked out and dropped.
I don't drop no names.
No names. Tell me about the situation. So he spars one.
Hit him with a body shot.
Went down.
And I'm talking 200 plus pounds. And the other one he hit with a headshot.
And he went down too?
And he went down.
But people don't expect a guy 130. Table it.
Matter of fact, you're right. And I'm not just exaggerating because Tank is our fighter. Tank has a punch of power. I don't know where it comes.
Tank didn't celebrate, didn't flex, didn't even blink. He just stepped. Back gloves down like that's what happens when timing meets power. And for a man like Floyd, who's seen every punch, every angle, every fighter under the sun that was, the moment he realized Gervonta Davis isn't just his protege anymore, he's a one-man highlight reel, rewriting physics in real time.
You were introduced to a lot of people when that clip of you sparring Tank was released, right?
He doesn't give off a genuine spirit to me. So he's just very like emotional, kind of angry, kind of guy.
Was he like that with you after you touched him up, or just before even?
Yeah, I mean, just the whole sparring, really.
There's a part in the clip, he hits you when you're down, and then he turns around, and I think you hit him.
Yeah, like sparring, he was just kind of like, just doing like little dirt.
Here's the surprising thing. That knockout wasn't just luck. Gervonta Davis often sparred with heavyweights. Not to gain attention or headlines, but because he wanted to experience real danger in training. His reasoning was, if I can. Take punches from a 230-pounder? No one my own weight can intimidate me.
In his career, Tank can fight at 140, 147. He has that power.
I think he could be multiple champion, maybe in 54.
Oh, yeah.
Now, one time he went to a gym in Memphis, sparred 4 guys, broke 4 noses in one afternoon. Do you have other examples of things like that that Tank did in boxing?
Since he was a kid, man. When Tank was 14 years old, he was sparring state champions, man, and grown men.
Honestly, it shows in how he handles pressure during fights, how he stays composed when bigger opponents try. To bully him, that's the kind of training only heavyweight sparring can give. These sessions aren't just friendly practice. They're full contact chess matches where one wrong move could send your mouthpiece flying into the stands.
In the corner, and he threw a 1-2-1-2. And I was blocking it, but then he started pushing my head, like he was like purposefully pushing me down. He pushed my head all the way down, and then he was hitting me on my back. So then everybody was like, "Hey, what you doing?" So then I got up, and he asked me if I was good, and then right when I said I was good, he just started hitting me. And he turned around because everybody was like, "What are you doing?" And I just hit him. Like I said, protect yourself at all times.
But Tank loves that he thrives in chaos. He treats every sparring day like a test of limits. Like he's trying to find out just how far power and timing can go when fear doesn't exist right after watching Tank folding heavyweights. And sparring like they were props in a magic trick, we slide into Calvin Ford's corner, and suddenly the whole mood changes from spectacle to strategy, and you can hear it in his voice.
That's my partner, Coach Kenny. I don't look for knockouts. I want to be able to punish him so bad where he look over and say, yo, you're a beast.
So, you know when you're training him, because you know he's got that lights off power, that one where if you don't belong in there with him, you won't belong in there with him. Is that something that you don't work on? It's like, that's there already. If you
work on the stuff that I need to work on for what particular opponent I'm in front of.
Calvin's not hyping highlight reels or chasing a flashy co-line for the cameras. He says straight up he's training. Tank to punish Jake Paul to make the fight a lesson, not a photo op that matters. Because when the trainer who's built the guy from a kid tells you he's not drilling, it's one-hit theatrics but sustained damage and domination. You have to listen. So here's the hot take, Jake. Brings eyeballs and chaos, but Calvin's talking old school consequences, pace control. Bodywork exploitable holes. The things that don't trend on Instagram but absolutely change careers.
Do you think he's underrated in that aspect of his game? Not that it matters, but do you think he is?
To tell you the truth, I want them to keep being the way they are. I don't want him to be the way they want him to be. Like at the end of the day, long we keep getting great results. The results and the numbers will speak for itself.
I'm laughing at the idea that Jake thinks this is just a cameo. This camp feels like they've stapled a syllabus to the ring, and Tank is the final exam. We'll see if the showman makes it through the syllabus, but for now, I'm with Calvin. Don't expect flashy fireworks for clicks. Expect a masterclass that leaves headlines questioning why anyone believed a novelty act could outlast a seasoned fighter. It's been tested and toughened in real training.
Sometimes losing because they don't realize that Jake actually takes it serious. So this is good to hear. Just already right off the rip, they were already doing something.
Surprised. So tell me, when did you hear about this?
They've been going back and forth for years, Tank and Jake. They've been going at it for years, and it would have happened sooner. You know what I'm saying? But we have hiccups in life.
All right, so we just took in Calvin Ford telling us he's not coaching Tank for a single knockout, but to straight up punish Jake Paul. And now we move into Gabe Rosado dropping some real talk on this matchup. Gabe's basically waving a warning flag like, yo Tank, don't sleep on this guy. He can catch you and end your night, and you can feel the tension in every word. I love how he breaks it down. Yeah, Tank's slick, he's sharp, he's been fighting monsters all his life, but Jake's size, reach, and power aren't things Tank sees every day.
Man, he making 40 mil is what I hear. Get your money. Because listen, this sport is brutal, dog. We got hustle and bustle. And to put yourself in a position where you can make that kind of money, you can't be mad at Tank. Make your money, because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, who gonna feed your kids? Who gonna take care of your family? Who gonna take care of you? So I ain't mad at Tank. Get your money.
Gab's perspective is priceless. Since he's been in Jake's corner and seen all the angles, he's basically warning Tank to respect the science, because one slip means lights out. I can't lie, I'm sitting here thinking this. Fight is the perfect clash of slick skill. Versus raw attention-grabbing power, you can feel the excitement. Gabe's caution adds an extra layer of tension, making this matchup feel truly unpredictable. Tank's legacy is strong, but Gabe's eyes remind us that one punch, one mistake can change everything and rewrite the headlines. This is exactly why we watch boxing, because it's not just skill. It's like chess with fists and a bit of chaos mixed in.
And we're talking about Jake Paul, 200 pounds, a heavyweight. If one of those shots let go, and you gotta remember, what Tank is not used to is the height and reach advantage. So maybe Tank could drop and think he's away, but Jake got that extra 3-4 inches that Tank ain't used to. They could catch him. That could make a difference. But at the same time, Tank could punch too. And I wouldn't be surprised if Tank hurt Jake.
All right, so we just got Gabe Rosado laying down the blueprint warning Tank about Jake Paul's reach size and one-punch potential, and now we swing over to Andre. Berto keeping it brutally honest. Berto's basically waving the psychology flag, telling us Tank isn't here to make friends, he's here to collect the bag. I love the savage honesty after that Roach fight. Tank felt like the world turned against him, thought about retiring, and now he doesn't care about your hot takes, your Twitter rants, or your opinions in the comments section. He's walking into Atlanta like a man on a mission, lights off, focused on one thing: getting paid and sending Jake Paul home, questioning his life choices. You can almost hear the cash ringing, and I'm sitting here thinking, yep, this is the perfect mix of skill, swagger, and straight up business hustle.
Paul and Gervonta Davis. Wow. Wow, that sounds crazy. That sounds real crazy. But doing it in Atlanta was a very smart strategic move. Because one thing about Atlanta, I lived in Atlanta for a good 4 to 5 years, but I know one thing when it comes to us, anything that's popping in the city, they coming out. They coming out. The city is coming out.
And speaking of Atlanta, Berto makes a solid point. This isn't just a fight, it's a full-blown event. The city's going to show up, every seat packed. Energy Electric and Jake Paul, he's about to get schooled in something he's never really seen before, a stadium full of people who actually care about real boxing. Berto hits that sweet spot between hot take and reality check when he reminds us it's entertainment now, but Tank's approach is smart. It's about psychology. As much as punches, he's using the fight as a statement you can hate, that you control, you can be mad about the matchup, but at the end of the night, Tank cashes the check and you're left staring at the lights, man, the way Berto breaks it down. You don't just watch this fight, you feel the energy, the stakes, and the pure chaos about to unfold.
The city will be coming out. It's going to be packed. A packed house in Atlanta. Come out and, of course, support Gervonta. Because like I say, Jake ain't never in his life going to see a stadium so filled with black people in his life. You know what I mean? They coming out. It's going to be crazy, right? I see a lot of people in the comments, of course, they're upset about it because we're true boxing.
All right, now let me jump in and give my 2 cents on why this whole Tank versus Jake Paul thing is actually fascinating chaos wrapped in a boxing match. First off, why are they fighting? It's simple. Tank wants the bag, Jake wants the spotlight, and the fans, well, they just want mad entertainment. Tank's not stepping into this lightly. He's a current world champ, and yet he's taking on a guy who comes from YouTube fame because it's a smart, strategic money move. Forget all the haters. This is modern boxing economics 101. Tank knows. The Roach fight left him bitter, questioning his place, even thinking about retirement, so this is more than just another payday. It's a statement he's still here, still relevant, still the main event, and he's taking control of his narrative.
I'm not surprised that he made a fight like that happen. Because he doesn't care what you think anymore. Gervonta does not care what y'all think anymore. The way he felt after that Roach fight, how he felt like everybody turned on him. He was already talking about retiring, and he hate this fight game now.
And let's talk about that Roach rematch angle for a second. That fight shook Tank. Felt the pressure, felt the world doubting him, and maybe even felt like he was done. But here's the thing, facing Jake Paul isn't just about cash or hype, it's therapy in the ring. Tank gets to exercise all that frustration from Roach, from the critics, from everyone questioning his legacy, all in one night. In Atlanta, that's the perfect stage. A city that's going to bring energy. Make this more than just a fight. Make it a spectacle where Tank can remind everyone why he's still a superstar. So yeah, this isn't just a battle of fists, it's a battle of wills, brains, and the kind of swagger that only Tank Davis can pull off. This is one of those moments where boxing meets business, meets pure entertainment, and honestly, I'm here for every second of it.
This man just going to get the bag. He don't care what you think. He's going to go in there and get the bag, and I know Al Heyman. I already know Al said, you know what? Forget what they talking about. I'm going to send you to the bank. I'm going to send you to the bank and make sure you get paid, and whatever you want to do after that, that's your business. But let's go get this money.
This is the kind of fight that'll have people talking for years. Memes. It's flying everywhere and debates heating up nonstop, and we get to witness it live. Drop your hot takes in the comments because this matchup is pure chaos waiting to explode. And yo, don't forget to smash that like, share, and subscribe button for Boxing Headquarters. Trust me, you don't want to miss a single second of the action. Catch you in the next.